Well, we have another set of exercises here. These are consolidation and extension or extensive exercises. Okay. Question A says solve for x. I'll start with 1. I'll write it here. 1. We have like 2x equal to 5x plus 3. Okay. I'll move the 5x over, and then this will be like 2x minus 5x equal to 3. Now this makes what? Negative 3x equal to 3. And then to get the value of x, we divide both sides by negative 3. And then the answer here is just x equal to 1. Okay, actually negative 1. That was question 1. And then question 2, let's do it over here. Question 2 is given by 2x squared equal to 5x plus 3. So we are going to move whatever on the right hand side to the left hand side. Okay, so this will be become 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 equals 0. Now this is a form of a quadratic trinomial. Remember in the first chapter we did when we were doing algebraic expressions, we did lots of quadratic trinomial exercises. We also have like a whole playlist dedicated on factorizations. So over here we're going to factorize. We're going to look at the coefficient of the first term 2 times by the last term negative 3. That makes negative 6. Okay, and then the factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Then we're going to ask ourselves, how can we get negative 5 if we have like these factors? Okay, I'll say we can get negative 5 if we do, let's say, positive 1 and negative 6. But now let's see. Okay, positive 1 times negative 6 makes negative 6. Okay, so this will be then 2x squared. Instead of me writing negative 5x, I am going to write plus 1x. Okay, plus 1x, and then minus 6x, and then minus 3 equals 0. All this comes from this negative 5x here. Okay, so we can solve this then by factorization. We're going to look at the first couple. What do they have in common? They have x in common, so that we can take x in factors like that. And then the last two terms, we can take negative 3 like that for the common factor equals 0. Okay, now if I do that, I will left with, what should I put in the bracket here? I'll put like 2x plus 1. And there, if I take negative 3, I can put also, I'll left with 2x plus 1 in the bracket. Now that what is in the bracket are common, okay? This means that we can take x minus 3, and then 2x plus 1 equals 0. Now this means x minus 3 is 0, which means x is equal to 3, or 2x plus 1 is 0, which means x is equal to 2x is equal to negative 1. That means x is equal to negative 1 over 2. That is question 2. And then we can also do question 3. Question 3 says 4x squared equal to 16x. Then in this situation, we can move the 16x over. That makes minus 16x equals 0. Then we can take 4x for common factors. Okay. If we take 4x out for common factor, we're left with x minus 4. Then this means what? 4x is 0, or x minus 4 is 0. Now for x to be 0, it's x that has to be equal to 0, or, and in this case, that means x is equal to 4. So these are the solution: x is 0, or x is equal to 4. Okay. Now we can do question 4. Question 4 is given by 4x squared equal to 16. So we can divide both sides by 4. Okay. And then we have left with x squared equal to 4. Now to get the value of x, we can just square root here and then square root there. Just because the square root here, we cancel the power of 2. And then this will make x equal to 2, right? Actually, plus or minus 2. Whenever we have an equation like that, when we square root, the root must be plus or minus. That was question 4. And then we can also do question 5. Question 5 says negative x squared, okay, plus 3x equal to negative 10. Now, I prefer to move the negative x squared and the 3x to the right hand side of the equation. And then, so it's going to be like 0 equal to x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay? But I prefer to write it x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Excuse me. Now, we can write x within the bracket. Okay? Because the leading coefficient here is just 1, so we can put x in the bracket like that. Now we're going to consider the last term, which is negative 10. And then I'm going to list all the factors of 10. Okay? They're like 1 and 10, because 1 times 10 makes 10. 2 and 5, because 2 times 5 makes 10. So now I'm going to look at which couple here will make a sum equal to negative 3, the coefficient of the middle term, this one, this negative 3 here. With 1 and 10, we will never make negative 3, but with 2 and 5, yes, we can. And this is possible if you have like a positive 2 and a negative 5. So over here, we just place plus 2 and then negative 5. Then we can say that x here equal to negative 2 or x equal to positive 5. So that was question 5. Question 6. We have like x minus 2 and then 2x plus 3 equals 0. Let me remind you the properties that we talk about when we're doing this topic. When we started with equations, so you know the property says that a times b equals 0. Whenever we're in this situation, this means that a equal to 0 or it's b that is equal to 0. One is a product, okay? One of them need to be 0. So in order to have a 0, it's either this one is 0, sorry, either this one is 0, because 0 times whatever will be 0, okay? Or this other one is 0, because whatever times 0 is 0. So so it's x minus 2, which is 0, which means x is equal to 2, or 2x plus 3 is 0, which means 2x equal to negative 3, which means x will be equal to negative 3 over 2. Okay, that was question 6. And then we can do question 7. And in question 7, we have like x minus 2, open bracket, 2x plus 3 equals 0. Now, here, this is not the case where we can apply this property, okay? Because here, x and this does not form a product, okay? These are two different terms. This is a term, and that's also a term, okay? So in this case, we will going to extend. So this is going to be x minus 2 times 2x, negative 2 times 2x makes negative 4x, and then -6 equals 0. Now we have like -x minus 4x makes -5x equal to 6. So to get the value of x, we divide by -5 both sides, so x will be equal to -6/5. Okay, 8. Over here we have like x minus 2 times 2x plus 3 equal to -6. Now note that again, this part is not similar to that formula. Okay, this is applicable only when it's equal to 0. And then we cannot say here we cannot split this one into 1 times -6. We cannot say that, or 2 times -3. We cannot say that. Split that to that, and then equate x minus 2 to 1. Excuse me. 1 or 2x plus 3 to 6. No, we cannot do that. Here we need to extend this. So this will be x times 2x, x times 3, -2 times 2x, -2 times 3, and then this will be 2x squared plus 3x minus 4x minus 6 equal to -6. Now we have like -6 both sides of the equal sign, so we can just drop the -6 here, because then we'll make 0. And then this will make what? 2x squared minus x equal to 0. Now we can take -x for the common factor, equal to 0. So this is going to be like 2x minus 1. Okay, this means x is 0, or 2x minus 1 is 0. Then this means 2x equal 1 divided by 2. That makes x is equal to 1/2. So this would be just there. Okay, move it up there, and then we've got question 9. It's 3 open brackets x minus 2 over 4 minus 2x minus 5 over 2 equal to 4x. There is an invisible denominator here, which is 1. So I need to find the LCM for 4, 2, and 1, which is 4. We times here by 2, and then we times there by 4. So if I times by 2 there, I must also times the numerator there by 2, and then there also times by 4. And then this will be the fact that we have a common denominator now. We can just drop these denominators, and then this will be what? 3 open brackets x minus 2 minus 2 open brackets 2x minus 5 equal to that makes 16x. Okay, so this will be that 3x minus 6, because this is what I'm gonna do. 3 times x, 3 times -2, this times s, this times that. So that makes 3x minus 6 minus 4x plus 10. If I move the positive 16x over, it becomes negative 16x equals 0. And then this will be make this, that, and that makes negative 17x, so negative 17x, and then negative 6 plus 10 makes positive 4, so plus 4 equals 0. And then that makes, if I move the 17x over, so it's like 4 equal to 17x and then we can divide both sides by 17, and then we get that x equal to 4 over 17. Okay. Now we can do question 10. Question 10 says that 3 over 2x, okay, minus x plus 1 over 3x equal to x squared plus 7 over 6x. Now, we need a common denominator, which is 6x, okay, which is the LCM. So we times here by 3, there we times by 2. So if we times by 3, we times by 3, and then we times by 2 there, and then this will be what? 9 over 6x minus 2. Okay, let me do this way. Now that we have a common denominator, we can just drop the denominators, okay, and then we have left with 9, okay, minus over here. We need to take into account because we do 2 times. This is not the power, okay? It's just 2 times that. So let me put the dots there so we don't confuse. It's not a power actually. With time is here. It's not 3 squared. So 3 times 3 is 9. Over there, it's going to be 2 times x, but there is a negative sign here, which affects also everything. So it's going to be like negative 2x, and then negative 2 equal to x squared plus 7. Now we can group everything. I can move everything to over here. It will be like negative 2x plus 7 equal to x squared plus 7. Then we can just drop the 7 here. Okay, and then I'll move the negative 2x on the other side. So it's going to be like 0 equal to x squared plus 2x. There we can factorize. It's x factors of x plus 2 equals 0. And then this means that x equals 0 or x equal to negative 2. Okay, it's either this x1 is 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. So now this means that x is equal to negative 2. Okay, that was question 10. We can also do question 11, which says x squared plus 6 over x squared plus x, okay, equal to 2 minus 3 over 2x. So again, we need a common denominator. So let me write it this way. Over there, it's going to be like 2 minus 3 over 2x. Now, the denominator here, it has an invisible denominator, which is 1. Okay, so to make a common denominator here, I have 2. Okay, I will do what? Let's first, okay, I want to write this way. Equal to 2 minus 3 over 2x, okay? I would like to factorize first this denominator, okay? So this will become x squared plus 6 over x factor of x plus 1, okay? Equal to 2 is like over 1, so I can just write that 2. This 2 here is like over 1. So over there I can just write 2 over 1 minus 3 over 2x. Then I need to make the denominator common, okay? So over here I have 2, So there I don't have 2, that I don't have 2. So I'll times here by 2. There also I'll times by 2. So because I times by 2 there, I must also times the numerator here by 2. Okay. Then at the numerator there also I times by 2 here, because I did times by 2 here, I times by 2 there. Then I need to complete by this one. So I'll times by excuse me, by x, open bracket, x plus 1 here. So there also the same thing. So I'll say times by x and then x plus 1. Over there, I already have 2 and x, so I can just times here by x plus 1. So that's what I'm going to do at the numerator also, to keep the fraction the same. Then now that the denominators are common, okay, we can just drop the denominators, okay, and then just consider the numerator, equate the numerator. So let's mix what? 2 times x squared makes 2x squared. 2 times 6 makes positive 12, equal to what? 4x times x, because all this makes 4x times x, it's 4x squared. 4x times 1 makes plus 4x, and then negative 3 times x makes 3x, and then negative 3. Now we can move everything from the left to the right, and then right stays back to the right, to the left again. So it's going to be like 4x squared plus 4x minus 3x minus 3 minus 2x squared minus 12 equal to 0. So I move everything here to the right hand side, and then I write them also on the left hand side. Now you notice that we can simplify 4x squared, and that one makes 2x squared, and then all this makes positive 1x, and then this and that makes negative 15 equals 0. Now again, we have a form of a quadratic trinomial. So what we can do, we factorize, okay? We do 2 times negative 15, which is negative 30, And now the factors of 30 are 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. So to get a coefficient, I mean a sum which will make positive 1, it's if it's negative 5 and positive 6. So over here, this can be written as 2x squared. Instead of me writing 1x, I'm going to say minus 5x plus 6x, because they mix 1x, minus 15 equals 0. Now we can factorize by grouping. I'll take like 1x here in the bracket like that, and then the other one I'll say plus 3. I can take 3 for common factors. If I take x there for common factor, that makes 2x minus 5. And then if I take 3 there for common factor, that makes 2x minus 5 equals 0. Then this will be x plus 3 times 2x minus 5 equals 0. That will make what? X equal to negative 3, or x, okay, to x is equal to 5. That makes x is equal to 5 over 2. Then, okay, these are the solution for this equation, okay? And then let's see, the next question will be question 12. Question says 6x minus 3, open bracket, x plus 4 lesser than 5x. So we'll make this going to be like 6x minus 3x minus 12 lesser than 5x. That makes 6x minus 5x minus 3x. I'll move negative 12 over, that makes positive 12. And that makes what? 6x minus 5x, that makes negative 1x, minus 3x, that makes negative 4x, lesser than 12. So we can divide both sides by negative 4, negative 4, and then that makes what? X will be greater than negative 3. Okay. Question 13. What you have here? Negative 3 lesser than 7 minus 2x, lesser than or equal to 11. So in this case, we need to get rid of the 7 between the inequality symbols. So I'll minus 7 here, and then I'll minus 7 there, I'll minus also 7 over there. Then this will become negative 10 lesser than 7, no, not lesser than 7, but lesser than negative 2x, lesser than or equal to 4. Okay, because negative 7 plus 11 is 4. Now I need to get rid of the negative 2 here, divide here by negative 2, and then divide it also by negative 2, and divide it also by negative 2. And then this will become what? 5. Okay, and then because I divide by a negative number, the inequality also will switch the sides. So it's going to be like this one instead of the other side. So it's going to be x here, and then greater than or equal to negative 2. So this can be written as negative 2 in ascending order, lesser than or equal to x, lesser than 5. So that's the solution for question 13. And then question 14, we have like 4x minus 1 over 5, okay, minus 2 open bracket 3x minus 5 over 3, lesser than or equal to x plus 2. So in this case, we are going to make the denominator common. So in this case, I'll look at the common denominator here must be 15. So there's an invisible one there. So I times here by 3, I times there by 5 to make 15, I times there also by 15. So whatever I do at the numerator, at the denominator must also do at the denominator. So I times there also by 3, and there I times also by 15. Okay. So now that the denominator are common, we can just remove the denominator, and then this will be what we do 3 times 4x, that makes 12x. 3 times negative 1 makes negative 3, minus 6 times 3x makes that makes excuse me, negative 18x. Negative 6 times that makes positive 30, lesser than or equal to 15x, and then plus 30 also. Now we have like plus 30 there and plus 30 there. We can cancel this out, and then excuse me, 12x minus 18x makes negative 6x minus 3, lesser than or equal to 15x. Now if I move the negative 6x over, okay, that will make negative 3 lesser than or equal to 21x, okay, because we move negative 6x over becomes positive 6x to 21x, to 6x plus 15x makes 21x. So we can divide by 21 on both sides, and then this will make negative 1 over 7 negative 1 over 7 lesser than or equal to x, or x must be greater or equal to negative 1 over 7. So that was question 14. So, and then this is the whole question A. Let's see, read the whole question A. Thank you.